Hello, and welcome to the Dogface Development Auto Announcements Product Showcase. This is a bot framework that automatically sends announcements or any other file that you might want sent to a specified email address on Saturday night or whenever the script is run. Purpose is so that way if you have announcement slides or something like that needs to be displayed in the morning, but you're making them on your own time and then you want it to be sent out, you would just write it up, have the bot automatically pick up the file, and it would email it out for you. You can hit the star button, the fork button, or the watch button to subscribe to notifications, fork the repository, or star the repository, so that way you get access to it on GitHub. As we scroll down the page here, we'll see that there is a Auto Announcements repository README here, as well as the fact that it is built with HTML, Python, and Dockerfile. So scrolling down, we see the main window here, as well as some key features, such as automatically sending files on a schedule or on dispatch, prompt for send and receive email addresses. Email addresses can be hard-coded, customizable HTML body, and that is cross-platform. Now you can download the source code and run the scripts from the command line. Otherwise, you can download the latest executable version as well. Now you can also clone it via Git, through pip, or run the Docker image. Now, it's built in partnership with GitHub, the Python Software Foundation, PyInstaller, and Carbon, and is licensed under the GNU General Public License. So if you click the license file link here, you'll see the license file inside of the repository. Now, the program itself works very simply. There is a main file here called send.py, and basically what happens is it will run this code here. So in the main function, it's going to ask for an input statement of what is your email address, and then it's going to ask with what is your recipient's email address. Now these two can actually be changed, so that way instead of the input statements, it is the hard address. So you've hard coded the address, so that way you can do direct delivery every single time instead of having to punch in where you want to send it. And it'll take the date, and then you write in whatever message you want here. Currently it's hello there. And then you would put the subject as church announcements for the date of today. The message is from the send address, and the message to is the receive address. And then it'll run that over the internet, and it prints a message saying the message was sent successfully on this current date. Currently, not all the kinks have been worked out, so the program does not fully function, as you'll see in a moment when we overview the program itself. We are in the program code here, downloaded program code, and I have opened the Auto Announcements folder in my terminal, so that way we can go through and run the program. So we'll start by running the command python send.py, which then starts by asking for my email address. So let's use will@gmail.com. And the recipient's email address will be announce@gmail.com. It's going to print off today's date, and then it'll try to process sending that email. Now, however, this is not a actual email address. Announce@gmail.com probably does not exist. So it attempted to create a socket connection, and it says no connection could be made because the target machine actively refused it, meaning that this actually does not exist. But if you were to try an email address that actually does exist, it would go through and it would send. Now, the program is still in development, so right now it cannot attach a file, but when it will be able to attach a file, it will work through those things, and you will get a program that actually does its intended purpose. So I hope you enjoyed. If you are looking forward to continuing along with our development, then please follow the GitHub repository, and you look forward to seeing the completed program very soon.